at SoapTalk, we like to touch base with soap fans because, let's face it, daytime would not exist without them. Our next guests are members of The Canvas, one of General Hospital's largest online fan communities. Please welcome Brooke Arata and Mariah Christensen. Welcome, welcome.
So first of all, tell us what Canvas is.
Well, The Canvas is an online website that is devoted to Jason and Elizabeth as a couple.
Wow.
On General Hospital. It's one of many. There are lots of, fan-based, couple-based websites out there, but The Canvas is specifically for Jason and Elizabeth fans.
Which are Liason fans.
Yes.
Now, I believe you guys travel with your own posse. We have some Liaison fans in the audience. And they've come from all over the country,
All
correct?
over the country, yeah.
And you have fans on The Canvas that are from all over the world?
All over the world, definitely.
Where are some of the countries that...
Australia, New Zealand, England, that we know of.
Wow.
Barbados.
Wow.
I'm sure other places.
And what's the main goal of Liaison fans?
The main goal, actually, for The Canvas is just to have fun and hang out and talk about the, Jason and Elizabeth as a couple, and Steve Burton and Rebecca Herbst. And if we had a goal, I suppose you could say we want to see them get a story again on the show. I mean, that's...
A story together.
Yeah, a story together, a romance.
Because you guys felt like you were ripped off. They started and then they stopped.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
exactly.
we feel like we kind of got the beginning and it ended without us getting a middle. So we kind of feel like we got gypped a little bit on that.
Got it.
So...
Now, let me ask you a question. Why are you so connected and into these two as a couple? What drives you? What moves you?
Well, I think for a lot of us, I personally had never seen a story like that before, where I'd seen such amazing chemistry between the actors. And there's such an untapped potential in the storyline because it was kind of started and dropped. So we know that there's so much there that they could build on, and we would just like them to go back and start that again.
Yeah, it's not like other...
But now, you know that Jason is with Sam and Elizabeth just married Lucky.
Sure.
Are you guys competitive with other fan groups?
Actually, you know what? We're not in that sense. We've actually worked with other fan bases on things.
Oh, you have?
So,
Together on projects together.
The online world as a whole, because of the anonymity, can get a little nasty sometimes, but nobody goes out of their way to try and, attack people or anything like that.
We actually try and avoid it. It's not really, I don't want to say it's not tolerated, but it's not our focus. We would rather be happy and talk about the stuff we like.
Good, because that is a key thing, and I'll tell you, from all my friends that are in the daytime community, sometimes they don't want to go on the message boards because there's so much negativity.
We don't blame them at all.
And when you see such a positive site like this, it's a good thing. And one of the good things about the online community is you come together because you have, a common goal, but then you kind of have interests that branch out from there, and you end up building a community of friendship and support.
And that's what's happened. I mean, I've met so many people from all over the country because of this website and because of our, our mutual love for Jason and Elizabeth, and love for GH. I mean, we all love the show. It's why we watch it in the first place.
Yeah. So. We go on vacations together, and we hang out as often as we can. So Jason and Elizabeth may have been what brought us together, but it's not what keeps us together.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. So we've actually gotten more out of it than we ever expected.
I've seen it with fans on my website. It's been a support group. When people are going through tough times, they can turn to a friend, and it's nice. It's a lonely world. It's nice to have someone to lean on sometimes.
We've been through everything, marriages and everything, so... everything together, so...
Let's talk about some of the campaigns you guys have organized to get to your common goal of Elizabeth and Jason back together.
Well, the main thing we ever did after they, split them up the way they did was just kind of a letter writing frenzy, emails, comment lines, snail mail, whatever we could do.
Do you think anybody in the mailroom ever gets mad at you for sending all that stuff?
Yeah, actually, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they get annoyed with us from time to time because we,
do you do anything to send them anything? Or?
We sent them muffins one time.
We sent the mailroom muffins?
Seriously, we said we're really sorry. Have some food.
Yeah.
We try and feed them if we feel they're upset.
But a lot of times fans send balloons or different things. Have you ever done anything like that?
Balloons, sure.
Yeah, we actually we put an ad in Soap Opera Digest supporting.
That's right.
That was in 2002.
2 ads.
And after we did, actually we had after the second ad, we actually had it put on a cake. We had a cake sent to the set.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Is this the first time you've ever been behind a couple, or have you done this before?
No, this is the first
I didn't
time.
even, when I started watching soaps, I didn't even know there was a thing as a fan or a couple fan.
Yeah.
You were either a fan of a character
Right.
or the storyline or the show, but I didn't know couple fans even existed. And then
Yeah.
Jason and Elizabeth, and it was just, we don't want an instant romance. It's not what we're interested in. We want a good story.
Yeah.
You know, we want them to start back where they were friends, reconnect that, and build from there.
Now, if you... Let me just ask one more question.
Liason fans are pumped! Yeah!
If you could get the writers in a room alone...
Oh, that's a great
what you
question.
do.
Let's take a break and come back with that question.
Okay.
We'll have more broken around when we come back.
Coming up next, Brooke and Mariah reveal what they think needs to be done to get the ratings back up in daytime.